Hello to the whole community. Welcome to this new video tutorial. Today you will learn how to add a button for people to buy from you via WhatsApp. In this case, as you can see on the screen, we have an example of what we will cover in this video. We can add a button to buy via WhatsApp, or we can also add a floating button. Both serve practically the same function. For example, if we press this little button, we will press it, and here, as you can see, we have the message we personalized, the product name, the price, the URL, and finally, we can also add a thank you message. So all your customers who visit your website will be able to buy directly from you via WhatsApp. You can customize this option if you also want to add a button to add to the cart. And on top of that, you want to add a button for them to buy via WhatsApp so that the user can choose how they want to purchase from you. You will be able to customize all of that with the plugin we are going to add. But before we start, if you are looking for good hosting that is affordable and of quality, you can visit us. Here at the bottom, you will be able to see all our affordable hosting plans starting at $5 per month and up. If you decide to sign up for any of our 4 plans shown on the screen and in the description, a 1-month discount coupon will appear for you. Remember that all our hosting plans come with a free security certificate, cPanel, Lightspeed Cache, Jet Backup, and Softaculous, so you can install any application with just a few clicks. Now let's continue with the video. The first thing we will do is log into our WordPress panel. Here we are on our WP Top websites. And as you can see, we have the WordPress installation we completed. We are using the Astra theme, which is a default template, and this is where we will install or add the button to buy via WhatsApp. Now we are going to log into our WordPress panel. Once here, we will locate ourselves on the left side, go to the plugin section, and add a new plugin. We click here on the right side and type the following. We will right one click like this. And as you can see, we have the plugin. It's the same plugin that appears here. And I will leave the link for you below in the description for easy access. So let's install this plugin. We go back to our panel, click on Install Now, and once it's installed, we will click on Activate. After activating it, a new option should appear in our WordPress panel on the bottom left. As you can see, almost at the end, we have the option that says Check to Order. We will click here, and a bunch of tabs will appear. The first thing we will do is add a number. So we will click on the tab that says Numbers. Once here, we will click on the top where it says Add a new WhatsApp number. We will click here, and we will enter a name to identify it. For example, I will put WhatsApp. Below, we will enter our number with the code. For example, if you are from the US, you will enter 1, which is the country code, plus your number. If you are from Peru, you will enter 51. And if you are from Mexico, you will enter 52. So you enter your code and then your number. In this case, I will enter this example number. And then you will click the blue button that appears on the right to publish it. We click there to publish the number. Once published, we will go back to the left side where it says Check to Order. Click there. And then we will click on Numbers to see that the number has been added correctly. Here it is. We will go back, and now we will go to the tab that says Basic. We will enter, and the first thing we will do is check this box in case we have added a number. We have added one, so we check it. The next thing we will do is choose a base URL for mobile. Here you can choose either of these 2 options. In this case, we will leave it as default. Here is a good definition of each of the options. Then we have the base URL for desktop, and in this case, we will leave it as it is by default. Further down, we can show the button in case we want to display it on the product page. The product page refers to when we enter one of these products here, the button will appear on that page. So we check this option. Here we will be able to choose the number we want. In this case, we have only added one, so we'll leave it like that. Then further down, we have the option to choose where we want the WhatsApp purchase button to appear. For example, if we want it to show up before the add to cart button, after it, etc. Here we can choose any of these options. I'm going to leave it as it is by default. We could also customize the message we want to receive via WhatsApp. For example, hello, I'm interested in buying the following product. And then the product name, price, URL, etc. Here you can personalize that message. Then here we can also customize the button text. For example, if we want the text to say buy on WhatsApp or simply buy or buy product, etc. Here you can choose what text you want to appear on the WhatsApp button. Then further down, we have the option to show prices and open in a new tab. I would recommend checking this option. It's up to your preference, whether you want to check it or not. Then we can exclude the price if we want to leave it out when they click the WhatsApp button. If we don't want the price or the URL to be included, we check these boxes. In this case, we won't check them. Further down, we can also change the text for the translations. Instead of price, we might want another text related to the quantity. Similarly, for the URL, you can modify the text here. Finally, you would click where it says Save Changes. Let's go to the page, so you can see how it appears. Here we have the WhatsApp button, but in this case, no text appears because we haven't added any. So here you could put, for example, order by a WhatsApp. Let's save the changes, go back to this page, and now let's refresh it. I want you to see that the text now appears. Here it is. Now we're going to go to the next tab, here where it says Store. We click there, and here we can also start configuring. For example, if we want to show the button on the store page, I want you to see, let's go to the store page. Let's click here. I want you to see how the products currently appear. Remember, I'm using the Astra theme, so let's check this box, and we'll mark this option to open in a new tab, and then we'll save the changes. That's it. Let's refresh the page, and I want you to see how it appears now. Now the button to buy via WhatsApp appears for each product. So here we can activate this option. If there are too many elements on the page, we can remove it by unchecking this box and saving the changes. Now let's refresh the page, and that button is no longer there. Now we can do the same here for the cart page. For example, on the cart page, we can also activate it or not. We can choose which number we want to display on the cart page, and we can customize the button text, like complete order via WhatsApp or complete via WhatsApp. We can personalize the message. For example, hello, I'm interested in buying these products, and there it would show the product. So here we can customize the entire message. We can remove the product URL, open it in a new tab, etc. Here we can personalize all of that and click where it says Save Changes. Now if we go to the Checkout tab, it's pretty much the same. We can activate it or not, choose the number, etc. Here we can see all these settings. Let's go to this tab over here so you can see what it has. In this case, we can add a floating button if you want to add it. For example, if we check this box, I want you to see what appears. First, we're going to go see a product. I want you to see a product. In this case, that floating button still doesn't appear for me. It usually shows up here on the sides, so it still doesn't show up for me. So let's go back here, check this box, and choose the number. In this case, well, I'm going to press this box, and now I'm going to choose where I want it to appear. In this case, I want it to show up on the right side, and we're going to save the changes. Let's save the changes, and I want you to see how it appears now. I'm going to refresh the page. A little WhatsApp button should show up here on the right side. Normally, this button serves the same function as this button over here. It's practically the same. If I press this one, it will take me to the chat to place the order, so it's basically the same. Now in this case, the WhatsApp icon appears a bit to the left, so we're going to center it so that it looks good. Let's go back here to the page, and where it says button padding, we're going to set it to 15. We'll set 15 for everything and press here where it says Save Changes. Now let's go back here to the page, refresh this page, and I want you to see that the WhatsApp button is now centered. Now finally, we have this tab that says Display. Let's go into the Display tab. We can change the background color, and we can also change the background color when we hover the mouse over it. That's when the hover effect is activated. We could also change the text color, etc. Here we have all these options to customize the styles a bit. But what interests me are these options over here. On the simple product page, we can see the store page. Here we can make some small configurations in case you want to. For example, only enable the button for purchases via WhatsApp. So if you want to hide this little button that says Add to Cart so that users can buy from you via WhatsApp, you could also do that. For example, here in this tab that says Display, we have this option that says Hide the Add to Cart button. We can hide it here. Just check it. And once you've checked it, go to the bottom and press where it says Save Changes. We're going to save it. Go back to this page and refresh it. And I want you to see that the Add to Cart button has disappeared. And now it only shows the option to buy it via WhatsApp. That's an interesting option in case most of your customers buy from you via WhatsApp or are used to buying from you through WhatsApp. You could also enable this option in your store. Now I want you to see what happens when I click this button. Let's click here, and it's opening WhatsApp Web as you can see on the screen. Here's the little personalized message. You can change this message here. Below where it says basic, we have this box to change the message. And below that we have the product name, the product price, the product URL, and at the end, we have a thank you message. So you can also change that message here. This is how it would appear when the customer clicks on this button that says buy via WhatsApp, or when they click on this floating WhatsApp icon. That would be practically everything. If you have any questions, you can leave them down here in the comments or write to us through our business WhatsApp. Remember, we are here to help you. That would be all. See you in the next video.